嗨，我是阿汤，这次要玩 Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment， 欢迎你加入我。今天呢，我们要开始进行我们的第二个事件——消失的火车事件。好，让我们开始调查吧。消失的火车，让整辆火车消失吗
？As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks.
但他会喜欢吗
？Chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
是哦。
But you haven't yet told me who
你刚才不是感觉很抗拒的样子
we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
养蜂人。
Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
但为什么我们要去找养蜂人？
Mr. Holmes.
谁
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
谁啊
Mycroft.
？Minecraft？
Sherlock.
哦，亲爱的哥哥。
Mr. Holmes, perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago.
所以已经是几年前
I documented
了。
our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
他就是英国政府的本
We're about
身
to。depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock,
嗯
I need your help.
他知道所有的事情。
There are people who presently threaten both our country and the crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you,
Oh.
Mycroft.
你个人能力不是那么的强。
But you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
话中有
Everything
话
is。about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours.
哦，你手下
You
不是
are
很多。
defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
嗯，
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
啊，
Sherlock,
快
do
活人。
please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
哦，有可能会
Mrs.
中风
Hudson,
或心脏
he
病
will
发
not。be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you.
是是是，你什么都知道。
Enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do please at least write to me on your return.
好哦，拜了，亲爱的哥哥。好哦，那我们出发吧。
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
然后就一周过去了，也太快了吧！所以我们见到养蜂人了。
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes.
哦，火车来了。
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
但就我们2
I'll
个人
take
而
your
已。
bags and your blasted archive suitcase.
我们还把档案箱给带来了，但也是我们办案需要。
Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
诶，
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
喂，
Holmes, say something.
Quick,
火车
fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
自己消失了，怎么可能？
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
啊，
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
但明天再来，证据还留下来吗？我会说，就是这个雾不就 正好协助了他们，不论他们在做些什么，都帮到他们。不是要办案就应该要趁现在吗？但好，总之隔天。
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
好，那就让我们开始吧。调查现场 ，OK。昨天火车是往那个方向消失的。让我看看，让我看看。切换到联想视角。侦探模式可以让你将物品和事件具象化，在特定情况下变非常有用。火车本该到这里来，但却中途消失了。然后现在进入了侦探视角，枕墨。
Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
没有什么特别的。那瓶子呢
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
有可能。
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
没有，完全没有。那铁轨呢
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
诶，
There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues.
太可疑了。
A negative result is also a result.
非常干净，没有任何相关的线索。
No clues, and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising.
火车不会自己突然消失。
Won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
好，那我们就去找站长吧。或许他能够提供我们一些相关的线索。哎，站长先生，我需要你的协助。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
幸会，
Yes,
幸
I
会。
remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you were Mr. Holmes, the great detective.
就是在下。
Investigating what happened.
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
人不会突然间就是人间蒸发，火车也不会。总之，现在做侧写，我可以得到些什么资讯呢？灰头发。还有哪里呢？荣誉奖章。是个优秀的职员。泥土斑点。已婚。OK。关于火车的情报。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be.
但完全没有任何你可以告诉我们的东西。
If you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
好哦，谢谢你哦。那地图呢？
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
好哦，谢谢。
See you later, my good man.
waiting hall 这里。waiting hall 地图。这里。我们会需要这张地图。
This map will be useful.
看起来在车站旁边有一个低洼的坑，然后旁边有一座湖。会是消失到那里去了吗？还是因为铁路并没有就是画出其他的分支之类的东西？好，然后我们还需要列车资料 ，train service， 会在这边吗？垃圾堆。
An old locomotive bell.
背
This
间。
part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
我看得出来，大侦探，我看得
This
出来。
part is probably from a locomotive.
但有什么特别重要的东西在这里吗？好像没有。 那不然呢？就是火车资料在什么地方？不在等待大厅，不然会在这里吗？这里看起来像是售票之类的地方。对，没有错，在这里。电报。调查。
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
哦，通知各站，罗宾逊先生正在布里德林顿站。是谁？还需要就是通知所有车站这样子？这么大牌。
Here is the train set.
有了火车资料，线路诺丁汉到伦敦，类型324号火车，编程车头没车厢头等席，邮政货箱，特殊车厢，罗宾逊先生预定跟2等席。哇哦，包了整个车厢吗？你一定非常的有钱。电报，没有什么特别的。好哦，我们找到我们所有需要的东西了。但然后呢？然后我们需要做点什么？查找对话。好哦，那再询问站长跟这台列车有关的讯息。特别车厢。
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value.
Wow.
Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows, and they're fitted with a complex key lock.
基本上就是移动保险箱。
Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private, and it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
火车上乘客。
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't
之类的。
know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something.
什么？
There was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
确实。布林顿车站。
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a
谢谢。
suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
感谢你的帮助。好哦，所以我们需要去到布里德林顿车站。OK， 那就从地图传送。查明特殊车厢里面装了什么东西，收集火车消失当晚乘客的讯息。OK， 都需要在布里德林顿站才能够完成的事情。你好帅，亲爱的华生。好，我们到了 Bridlington。先从这里开始吧。愤怒的乘客，让我们谈谈吧。
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
怎么了？发生什么事情？好，先来做侧写。脸上没有什么特别的东西。衣服，工作服，廉价车票，已婚。那还有呢？左手，粗糙的皮肤，标准的工人。发生了什么事情
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is.
告诉我们。
Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading
home.
Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
那听起来超可疑的。火车上的乘客呢？
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid, and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, of course their type don't need a ticket.
整辆车厢都是他们的，那些富人的样子。
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
哦，告诉我们。
Yes, they were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
西班牙人。
Goodbye, sir.
好哦，那你又是？哦，你就是罗宾逊先生。好，让我们谈谈。
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name
大
is
侦探。
Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company.
但我们接受抱怨。
In that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
但这很重要，一整列火车消失了。好，先做侧写。澳大利亚帽，帽子已经找到了，昂贵的服饰。哦，沉重的金戒指，戴在小指，所以是家族戒指。OK。昂贵的鞋子，鳄鱼皮耶，真是个有钱人。罗宾逊先生。
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Uh-huh.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
好哦，那告诉我们说你知道的事情，关于那节特别的车厢。
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London.
样品。
My prototype is a revolutionary device.
哇哦，
It is capable of producing electricity.
哇哦，
I'm a businessman.
你认识爱迪生或是特斯拉？
I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
哦，董事会。
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company.
哦
I'd，made an
一
appointment.
间智力公司。
Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
哇哦，
What do you know about the Barcazas company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
设备的价值。
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless.
但你却拿来卖了
Change，the world we
所以
live
就
in.
有价值。
Yet, I was selling it for almost nothing.
啊
I am a humanitarian, you see.
嗯，
I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
但听起来很可疑。就是你告诉我你是一个伟大的发明家，然后就是那辆火车就伴随你的伟大发明一起消失了，听起来不是超可疑的吗？
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was.
嗯
But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I
嗯
merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His
但听起来
interest
很
in
可
my
疑。
invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him.
有一种刻意把他引下车的感
Unfortunately, he
觉
wasn't。there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed. So I chose to wait a while.
嗯哼，
But despite my requests, the train left the station without me.
火车不能因为一个人等。
Unacceptable.
The timetable is strict.
嗯
We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are
其他
an
人也要搭
idiot.
火车，
You will pay for it. I will sue you.
你要告他，你可能必须要告
The
整
ticket
间
inspector forced
火
all
车
the
公司。
passengers from the train, except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean company.
哦，听起来非常可疑哦。我的推理空间新增的线索，没有火车的东西，自己人还在车上， 火车与人一同消失了。事故，这些人他们留在车上只巧售票员不敢命令他们，感觉不是，这些人留下了。巴卡斯的主管们当时在火车上，检票员要求全体乘客下车，除了那些智利人。感觉就有什么阴谋，才刻意的让那些智利人留在火车上。然后再问一下刚才那位站长，看他是不是还知道什么。
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
所以麻烦你合作。
I'm Station Master Bertram. My supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
我们不会刁难你。总之，先来侧写一下。年轻。干净的衣服。规章制度，有一种才刚做这行没多久，所以不需要把所有规章带在身上的样子。墨迹，你刚才写些什么？乘客的问题。
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43.
是，你很厉害，你背得很熟了，可以了。
Yes, thank you. I understand.
昨天有发生什么异常的事情吗？
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did, and I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
可我们在办案。
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
其实没有那么久。但你看起来很年轻，明就是新人站长。
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
但那跟资历无关啊。
I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of
我
an
们跟苏格兰
important
警
case.
察
I would
关系
suggest
很好
that。you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
That is...
你想进监狱吗？
I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude.
Wow.
And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
奇怪的电报，怎样电
What
报
did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
好，那就借来看看吧。
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
马上交给我们。切站324抵时间12点半，离史12点35分。虽然挺简陋的，但看得懂。OK， 总之再进一下。侦探视角。地面裂缝。有一张指甲在这里。这是什么？
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine.
怎么掉在这里？保单受保人托马斯 ·L· 罗宾逊受保物品全自动发电机，该保单可享受保物品50% 的价格的保额，最高保险 15000英镑，保期1年。哦，确实是一张很高的保单。
A telegraph.
没有什么特别的。然后我的侦探空间，应该是我的推理空间，还有其他线索。没有火车踪迹，特殊车厢，无关联，无关联，无关。好哦，那就怪了，因为刚才侦探空间告诉我，就是我还有一些线索。那等一下，我还有什么东西可以询问的吗？对话调查，我可以询问那张保单跟切斯菲尔德的电报。OK， 罗宾逊先生，你的保单掉了，样品保险。
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
在电报机旁
Near the
边。
telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from
I
doing.
apologize for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is
一堆
strictly
的规定。
prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
所以你是哪位啊？重要的行李。
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about.
嗯
I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Well, that won't do at
他也
all.
不能做些什么啊。
Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
哦哈，
I'll do it right away, sir.
所以
Sorry,
你要
sir.
把行李交上去吗？
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
查明货物完成。但真的，他就老老实实把那个箱子交出去了，所以没有什么可疑的东西吗？等一下，我看一下，调查罗宾逊放在布里德林顿站的行李室的行李，所以果然是要调查嘛。行李间 ，left luggage 这里 ，luggage 邮局袋
Railway
子，
post bags.
没有看到在哪里？哦，这个吗？罗宾逊的行李，罗宾逊行李调查。
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of
哦，好
course.
哦，谢谢你哦。等一下，让我稍微转动一下。这已经是最外侧了吗？最后面那2根杆子也要对到吗？然后第2节到这里，然后第3节到这里，第4节不对，我哪里做错了？但我不确定是哪里。哦，这样对了吗？好像快对了。Nice， 我做的真棒。哦，打开了。商务文件调查。
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
哦吼，以下是一份独占销售协议，关于发明样品全自动发电机爱马森电子公司买方。哦，等一下，可以画起来。
An exclusive sales contract.
独占销售协议代表只卖给这间公司，对吧？知晓卖方至少知晓买方购买的商品不予退还，并且表示接受。托马斯·罗宾逊先生，
Mr. Robinson
卖
is
方
the seller.
在商品出售后将不再为商品负担任何责任，不论是买时或者购买后产生的任何问题。买方签署合同必须先支付10%的佣金，尾款需在合同 签订后1个月内结清。这种单面的合约好哦。爱马仕电子公司有一种怎么讲，在这谈判上签了一张很糟糕的合约，还有卖了出去之后，然后就是完全不用负任何责任的。然后没有其他东西吧。下一张，下一份是独占销售协议。诶，可是独占销售不就是只能卖给同一间公司吗？好奇怪。然后这次是卖给香港通用电子公司，然后一样是托马斯 ·L· 罗宾逊先生，然后合同都是一样的。哦，下一张也是独占协议。
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
看来罗宾逊先生不知道独占是什么意思。哇哦，跟一大堆公司，美迪森通用电子公司。
Yet another exclusive sales con. Mr. Robinson is the seller.
他签了一大堆独占协议。
That this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
太可疑了，听起来像个骗局。样品受保。样品有很多客户。没有很多客户吗？罗宾逊的动机，罗宾逊丢失了的样品丢失，这样他就能赚到大笔轻松钱了，多亏那张高额的保单。感觉是很可疑，实在太可疑了。样品有很多客户，特殊车厢。他是受害者嘛？对罗宾逊来说，样品丢失是一场灾难。如果他说他策划了这一切，但是他所承受损失远远比这大多了，保险单根本无法赔偿这样的金额。但完全不是这样子，就是他签署了一大堆有预付款协议的独立销售合同，然后他就赚那10%，然后再就是最后回收保险单所赔偿的50%，他一样赚。感觉他动机不单纯。好，看起来完成了。那么还有什么东西可以询问的吗？切斯菲尔德。好哦，看起来是时候去切斯特菲尔德车站了。OK， 我们到了。站长在吗 ？Hello， 有人在吗？等一下，摩斯电码调查表，调查。哇哦
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
在这年代，就是还用电报机的年代，不是应该背起来吗？好哦，所以就是这位站长没有背起来，不知道为什么。你看起来喝醉了，上班喝酒这样没关系吗
？How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up.
因为酒精。
He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18-hour-72 train has arrived?
还没。
We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
火车乘客，但等一下，我们现在做一下侧写。红鼻子，因为他喝醉了。还有呢？干净的衣服，衣服还是干净的，所以是昨天喝酒。已婚，然后别把酒瓶藏在那里，真受不了。鱼线，为什么？附近有河吗？对，附近有座湖，他可以去那里钓鱼来着。火车乘客，
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No,
nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
所以奇怪讯息是你有什么好解释的吗？
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
Right. He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
但你喝酒了，先生，你怎么确定就是
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
我们跟警察很熟。
You will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
所以你根本不记得呢？
This man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
但我们还要等多久才能够听他的证词？切斯菲尔德站长不可信，电报。火车经过切斯菲尔德，虽然站长不确定，目前不确定到底有没有经过，所以我还不好下判断。先放着吧。因为他喝酒醉了，不知道火车到底有没有经过。没有什么用处，电报机。但然后呢，我们应该做点什么？可以调查物品都已经显示出来了。切斯菲尔德站需要被仔细调查一下。那就让我们检查一下吧。好嘞，这是手摇车哎，哇哦，在所有冒险电影里面都会出现的玩具。
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere.
完全不可疑。
Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
拜托，我们是科学人。
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
But we both know that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon.
Holmes 有好主意了。
Are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
但不一定是真的。
We didn't see the train itself.
But Holmes, I'm a little confused.
你不需要一台真正的火车来感觉像火车。手摇车架。
Handcar wheelbase.
但等一下，我们还可以做点什么？被拆散的车架，没有火车踪迹。假火车实验，手摇车似乎和火车失踪的神秘案件，直接相关。重新组装这辆手摇车，看是否能够还原事件。OK， 那我们来试试看吧。好我们还得要自己装起来这样子。那为什么不呢？小齿轮是装在中间的吧？手摇设备上面，车轮，连车轮都拆下来了。木基座在哪里？这里木基座。嘞，那个我没办法放上去。在这里。Yes。还有一个轮子，在另外一边吗？对，在另外一边。
I should use the appropriate object here.
不，我是要装在轮轴上。耶。刹车。 这样就完成了。我做的征战。
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
还不是
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet.
但就快
Try
完
using
成
your
了。
imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
就快完成了，不要急，亲爱的华生。长杆，不确定为什么，但拿走吧。灭火器，好哦，不知道为什么，但我拿走了灭火器。火车备件，车灯吗？对，车灯跟发电机。Nice， 还有蒸汽鸣笛 ，Yes。还有别的东西吗？应该就这样子。好，让我们来组装吧。放置长杆。
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight.
把灯勾在上面。
The headlight is attached.
Nice， 然后发电机真的，哇哦，装在车上，所以你只要手摇动车子，灯就会亮了，哇哦。然后蒸汽鸣笛，
Is now connected.
这不就有了吗？
What can we do to make the steam whistle work?
假火车来了。
Elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
所以我才需要拿灭火器。
The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here.
蒸汽鸣笛。
First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher.
我不知道这个年代灭火器怎么运作，但好，一个类似棒补那样东西。
The steam whistle is ready to be used.
OK。真的成功了，这不就来了吗？一台假火车，手摇杆。Yep， 完成了假火车。
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing
谁
is
想得到呢？
possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
是的。
Although you half suspected it.
Yep。
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
既然这台是假的，那真的一定在某个地方。
Archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
但还好我们带着了。OK， 档案，等一下，特异空间又有新的线索。假火车被拆散的手摇车，消失的更早，火车根本没有到伊夫舍姆站，它在更早的地方就消失了。某人用切斯菲尔德站的假部件造了火车。OK， 就这样大费周章，但目的到底是什么？是偷那台发电机吗？还是跟车上的人有什么关系？调查老地图。
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
好哦，但看起来不简单，好像挺困难的。但其实没这回事，湖在这里，对得到。
Here it is.
Yep.
There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of the railway at the end of Evesham Station.
好哦，看起来我们完成了。但接下来呢？我们多了很多站可以去。调查铁路分支处的铁轨，调查位于切斯特菲尔德和伊夫舍姆站中间通往采石场的铁路分支，调查伊夫舍姆站的铁路分支。OK， 那么我们先从铁轨转测器最开始这个地方开始吧。